Jeneece was 3 years old. We took Jeneece to see the geneticist, and he diagnosed her as having neurofibromatosis type 1.
When the surgeon saw her, he expected that he may have to operate at such a young age and have to operate on a spine. He wouldn't grow, and so her life expectancy was a lot shorter.
Just dealing with those health issues, the idea of having to find a place to stay, and then you have to go out and shop, and then you've got to think of feeding everybody throughout the day. It's almost more than most people can handle.
Growing up with Jeneece, always traveling back and forth between Victoria and Vancouver when she had her surgeries or appointments, it was very difficult, being worried about my sister and what she's going through.
Jeneece every year used to love watching the telethon. So she started a penny drive in her school and raised $164. And she said, that wasn't enough. Each year the penny drive grew and grew and grew, going from $52,000 to $82,000 the next year, and then $96,000 the year after that.
One of the camera people asked her, "How much do you want to raise, Jeneece?" And Jeneece just went,
"Like $1 million.
Very little voice, and they just basically tapped her on the head and just says, yes, sure you do. You don't even know what $1 million is. And 7 years later, she was able to raise $1.25 million.
Jeneece was one of the kids that we helped almost over a decade ago. And then she turned around and helped us by launching a coin drive that raised over $1 million.
Well, we knew that she'd want to do something else. So Bruce Williams and I chatted with her, and the family came over one day. And we said, "Are you ready to talk about what you want to do next?"
They then explained how Jeneece had spoken to them about wanting to create a home away from home for families because they'd spent so much time in Vancouver, Jeneece herself, how it was important to find a place that would feel like a home so that where a family is going to stay would be the least of their problems.
And proudly writes in $1 million to Jeneece Place.
Her unwavering tenacity and selfless desire to build Jeneece Place, a home away from home for sick children and their families, has inspired TELUS and our communities across Vancouver Island to rally behind her dream.
TELUS believed in it. TELUS believed in it not for a little bit of money, they believed in it for a lot of money. And that got everyone's attention.
She asked for $250,000, and as I say, it was a short meeting after she had left that we decided to give her $1 million.
Our foundation, we matched the Norgard $1 million, so pretty soon we had a target of 80 or 85% of total funding. And then we could stick the shovels in the ground.
Every time it came around to the discussion of where do we want this thing built, we always go to Jeneece and she'd say, "Well, build it next to the hospital." It's pretty simple, build it next to the hospital. That's where it has to be.
We took this to our board and we determined that we did have a piece of ground just beside Victoria General Hospital where we felt it could be a great location for families and siblings and patients to spend some time when they were not actively receiving treatment in the hospital.
The land was provided by the Vancouver Island Health Authority, supported by the province of British Columbia, because we knew that the dollars that were being fundraised to build the facility would be better spent there than on the acquisition of the property.
The Regional District Board saw to it, and so did the town of View Royal, that this was a good thing to do. How can we make it work and how can we do it better?
One of the first people that I spoke to when the project got started was Alan Lowe, to see if he had any interest in coming on board as the architect. He said, absolutely.
The project, I would say, happened very quickly. Jeneece told me what she wanted. She had drawn little floor plans herself.
I want a home away from home with nice movie room, games, and nice for the kids, and a really nice communication for the families, and each bedroom with its own bathroom, and just everything that a family would enjoy or a kid would enjoy if they had to be away from home.
She wanted it fun, she wanted it colorful. As you can see downstairs in the great room, it's colorful. Bring your sunglasses. But it's a fun place for kids to go to, and she was really determined to have, her theater room and her craft room and her games room, and there've been a lot of generous donations towards those
from the engineers to the landscape architect to the construction manager and the contractors. The donations that we received on this project was incredible.
Here was something where we could get involved at a bricks and mortar kind of level. We could see some tangible results, and it was in our community, so we just we jumped at it. And we had a lot of the construction community in Victoria come forward to us and jump on board, asking what could they do for us. That's a real turnaround.
We have designed the landscape so that when you're inside the great room, you can look out and you can see almost the whole rear garden. So there's a level of comfort if you've got your children out there and you want to be inside, or you're cooking dinner or doing something with adults, and the children can be out playing just like they might do if you were at home.
Jeneece asked that somehow native art be incorporated into this new Jeneece Place, and I think this is a wonderful idea because the Jeneece Place is going to be used by a lot of native people from communities all over Vancouver Island.
I will be submitting 2 art pieces. One of them has a lot of balloons, the other is an underwater theme. And I hope that when they see it, it'll make them light up, make them happy, feel good with all the different colors.
I have spoken to probably 3/4 of the Rotary clubs on Vancouver Island, and most of them have pledged money, which has now created a $100,000 endowment, which will name a Rotary room at Jeneece Place.
The Peninsula Co-op saw this as an opportunity to really make an impact in the community and to leave a legacy. And so we chose to come in at the $100,000 level, and we felt that that was just a really important indication to the Queen Alexandra Foundation how much we admire and respect the work that they do and how proud we are to be a partner in that work.
Jeneece was one of our dream kids, and we helped her 3 times through different stages of her life, dealing with her life-threatening medical condition.
So years ago, we felt the inclination to try and build something similar to Jeneece Place, but we just didn't have the capacity. When we heard of Jeneece Place happening, we felt that we were 100% on board because that was our dream.
Jeneece has a gift to share with many people, and she has inspired many young people to become involved with something they believe in. And this is also something that CFAC Santa's Anonymous Society is hoping for the new generations to learn about giving in their community.
When I work with those families as they go through the preparation before surgery, when they know that they've got a place that they can go to, you can see some of the stress levels come down.
This building being there is huge. We were lucky. We had the support of our community, our families, and we only live 2.5 hours away. For those people that come from a lot farther away, this is going to be an even bigger thing. So.
It'll be, I think, something that the community will be proud of, and Jeneece is the magic ingredient.
She's just, as I say, an inspiration to us all, and she's made a difference. She really has made a difference.
Every time I drive by there, it puts a smile on my face. It's community. It's about giving back, paying it forward.
A whole community has done this. This isn't something that a business does or, for its own self-interest. This is everybody that's recognized it.
There are legions of people who have taken the IOUs, the credits, the community values, and have merged this, melded it into a reality that will make a difference.
It's just a real celebration of giving.
That dream is becoming a reality, and it's just so amazing how quick this has gone.
Having Jeneece Place on hospital property and just that security of being able to look out the window and see the hospital right in front of you will give those parents a true opportunity to let down and relax.
It's pretty cool what people are doing to help out.
I think the biggest message we could give is thank you, because the most powerful words in the English language are the words thank you.